It's about the Djinn that we cultivate. And how reality might work. So, if reality works in a mirror, so if it is an illusion, the quest might be what is our true spirit? And it was funny to me today because I was out with the family of my girlfriend. And as a shaman, you can basically see through these things. So I'm sitting here on the bench, smoking just tobacco. Then somebody's passing by, and because it's hand rolled, they might look at it as, is it weed? What do you smoke? What you heard about alchemy? Oh, that's another story. Now, I was out with the family of my girlfriend today, and I was learning a lot from the Kirais. JQs. So, the seaman, Christopher, that's entering the realm of the head. So this is what true shamanism is, right? So now, this is why I am taking care of the spirit of world, which is obviously there, but not many people are channeling it, right? If you talk about channels. And that's the masterpiece of a shaman, because I am an empty vessel. And I'm getting better at matter. I'm getting better at putting things also into density and working with it. And this is why basically, it's not about fasting. It's also about feasting and working with the Djinn that you cultivate inside of your oven. That's real shamanism. You might be like, oh, that's witch work. No, that's crafting. So it's about putting the blue pill also into the red. Because if you have only red, the whole fucking thing burns. Everything dies. Because after red, there's only blackness. There's only melanin. And only the machine, and only the cube, dark light consciousness that was creating all of this, black goo. Now, the quest is, how do we work shamanistically with the spirit of the world, and how do we uplift humanity out from their own shit these people were constructing, out from these, basically evil spirits and good spirits, and fusing them together. That's what shamans do. I'm getting goosebumps here. So, you're like, I don't know, I never heard about this. There was no shaman on the social medias. Now, this might look very odd to you, but basically, it's about the core values that you have, and this is guiding the journey, the journey of life, because you never went anywhere. Now, how is your spirit working? I don't know how your spirit works. I'm just, taking care about the spirit that we have. And see, this is why I don't change you in the format how you are. I maybe just sharing values, because in the end it's all tools, geometric patterns and form that you put together and organize, right? So this is why I only take metaphysically in the first place, in the first palace, to care about the values that we have, right? So this is why tools and rents are important, because every matter is just an aspect of mind. So this is why your body is the primary vessel that you maybe should take care of. And this is not about, should you visit or do this tool or that tool. I mean, fasting is always a great tool to heal the mind, to heal the spirit. So healing the spirit of the womb. Right. Now, forbearance might be a better word. Forbearance. In the forest. Right? I'm sitting here in the forest for taking rest. Just thinking. Now, reality around us is created through the mind. Now, how is your spirit guiding your mind, right? You get it? Now you get more into shamans, you get more into wizards. So, another story. The balancing act of all the things how society also works. And, this is why, in the first place, how should or would basically life look to you? If you basically just make everything black, just like I said, everything dies. Now you leave Earth. Also, what do you leave behind? It was maybe about the values. It was also about, how the place looks, what it does, how the machine works. So, but nature is already giving us a lot of things, codes. Now, resonance and importance and black goo and fun might be a very important key factor. And just, because how my life looks, the life around me looks, right? So the mirror already tells me, is this behavior a good thing, an evil thing, a lived thing? Basically, there is not so many things to do, because how we behave, what we do, is creating the mirror, right? So this is what basically our ancestors knew, and this is why, how we basically operate shows the mirror, shows the inner. Because I always look into my school, into my skull, into my soul. Yeah, maybe the filters. The filters are important, right? GZ Black. Active filters. Filters a lot, but not the fun. It does not filter the fun. right? So this is why I tell you now, short or long, with the long perforation to the desired greatness. It's all in me and in you. Now, if I would tell for example, the society, or I could tell you, hey, you could fast, you could, walk bare feet, you could sun gaze, you could do Shivambukalpa. Now, we could also feast and craft. This is basically what dwarves do, and wizards. It was all a dream. And I was, basically just having my moment, my mind. It's not my mind, it's the mind. And from that perception, I basically should not even work with it, because it's creating something that others then are doing. So this is why, it's about the Djinn. In Aladdin, this big genie is blue. Oh, it's about the daughters and the sons. No. Yeah. The families.
Kannst du auch. Wollt ihr da hoch? Ja. Hallo.
So what kind of Smarties did you take? Putting the seeds into the earth, and who is even willing to listen to this? But basically, it's already happening. It's already in there. This is what this whole crown thing is. Even I'm flying the Millennium Hawk, but also like nobody actually if you would sit in the position of, well, you are on the spaceship Enterprise, where everything is basically guided, right, in the dark land, where anything is guided from. Now, where would you go? Where would you fly? So as if I would sit in the throne, which I don't even, which I basically sit in, I know, but at the same time, I'm like, who am I to tell you where to go? So, I think nobody could actually like guide. See, this is why I'm talking about the phenomena of the black dot, or like, you know, the core, the novel and navel and the fairies, the tails. And the moments, the Jeezys, the pyramids, and the swings, and the shamans, and the wizards, and the pharaohs, and yeah, where would you like to go? Right? Where would you like to go? Now, this is why I tell you, you know, it's your core, is your compass, or your compassion, maybe. And the northern part, which is the head, the southern part, which might be the feet, the heel, the hell, the west and east. And finding balance in there. Like, this is just what it is. It's your body, it's your mind. So you could do some postures to fix your body. You could go somewhere else, and that's also part of the thing. Because if we would say, you know, like, oh, we live only in tents, we live only in the woods. I mean, great. But also, like, without this technology, without the machine, which is already in nature, you know, the ethers, the internets and the ethernets. So you guide your journey, right? But I fly the Millennium Falcon. But you could also fly the Millennium Falcon. How about that? How about that? Where would you go? See? That's why I would say, you know, like, shamans who actually take care about all, but don't give you certain fixed paths. It's very interesting to me how, you know, Substantia Nigra and Black Goo and Melanin works, because it shows you in your environment already what you are. Yeah, the fun, right? So I enjoy more fun and mirror it out. You know, because I think many people actually don't want to be. But actually, yeah, they want. Would you like to be intelligent? Would you like to be wise? Would you like to be a bow? You know what Alan Watts is doing? You know, he's shooting up the arrow just into the sky, but it comes back to Earth, right? So, where do you shoot up? See, and if you would say, you know, you fly your Millennium Falcon, where would you freaking like guide the arrow? Yeah, downhill, down the hill, maybe. But, this is when you use more parts of your brain, right? You just see your mind already in front of you. Now, Yeah, what about the compassion? The compass. No, put your things into society. Interesting. Yeah, I also have to have an anti-part of the, the bigger consciousness, because it doesn't make you really functioning in the society, in the realm. If you just use like more parts of your brain, because you're like, hey, it becomes just what it is, and this makes you basically a retard in a chair, so in a wheelchair. Because you only think. What about the door? What about the walking? No. So, craft some good things. That's what, John told me. And also Günther showed and walked me through. Like all the best to the Kirites, all the best to Mr. Koguchik. But this is also why, like if I would, have a good life, also in the society place, because only in the wild it's very unbalanced. Yeah, that is why I also eat KFC, FCK, FKC. This is also the funny part with the things we basically transmute in our own alchemical vessel, which is the body. So this is why, hold on to matter, which we would also, call shit that we carry in ours, and this is why, get rid of the mucus, yeah, but also, without any mucus, you just go up, and there's no grounding. I am you, and you are me. I anchor myself also in the 42, but also in the 42. And then we go to the 24 again, like gain a bit, and have fun. And walk through the fun. Walk through the fun. Djinn.